What's going on? It's your boy YG, richest poor person on YouTube and the guy with the crazy hair. Now today, I'm going to be telling you guys about the thing I did a couple days ago. I got qualified to be an armed guard in the state of Georgia. So in this video, I'm going to be going over my thought process and let you know why I decided to go and do this. As always, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So there's a couple reasons why I decided to go this route and become an armed guard. The first reason is it requires a license. Now, I paid $400 for my licensing course, and I knew off jump that a lot of people weren't even willing to pay the $400 to become licensed. So that eliminates a whole lot of competition that I no longer have. And also going back to the whole licensing thing, remember in one of the previous videos when I was saying once you become licensed, your price goes up because the demand for your specific skill go up. You need to be qualified to be an armed guard in Georgia because they're not just gonna let any random Joe Smo walk around with a pistol because he really doesn't know what he's doing. I also chose to do this because it's relatively simple and easy. It's not really demanding physically, mentally, or anything. You show up, you guard whatever you have to guard or whoever you have to guard or whatever the situation may be. And that's really it. It's really nothing much to it. I was thinking about becoming like an overnight stock person, filling shelves or whatever, but I thought about it. I like to work out a lot. I'm already gonna be in a physically demanding job during the day as an electrician. I didn't want to do something that's more strenuous at night also. That just wouldn't be good for me. 24 hours of nonstop action and moving just over time isn't sustainable. So as an armed guard, it's pretty chill. I can use it as my time to relax. Just don't tell nobody else that. I also chose this because it's more flexible to my timeline. My schedule isn't set in stone. So the guy whose company I'm gonna work for, he's flexible and he's able to accommodate my schedule. It's not like a set 9 to 5 where you have to clock in this day or you have to clock out that day. It's all contract based, so everything is flexible. If I'm free to work, then I'm working. If I'm not free to work, then I'm not working. So that's the added benefit. I'm not stuck in a situation where I have to show up or else I'm gonna get fired. It's kind of like go at my own pace kind of thing. Another perk to this is over time as your experience build, you can add that to your resume. Now I'd rather add something like this to my repertoire compared to being like a shelf stocker at Home Depot. Like nobody really cares if you stock shelves for 5 years, but if you was an armed guard for 5 years, that builds up your experience. So with military experience plus this armed guard experience, I don't really look to use it in the future, but you never know what can happen or what situation you may be in. So if I needed to fall back on it, it's better for me to have this than to say I worked at Lowe's overnight and I stocked dirt on the shelves. There's also a lot of cool benefits that come with the job. So the guy who I'm going to be working for, he also qualifies other people and runs ranges. So like maneuver ranges with rifle, pistol, and all that stuff. So I also have the opportunity to engage in some of those activities, which is just fun in my own recreational time. I also get to travel a lot, so that's another perk. I don't like to go to the same place over and over again for extended periods of time because then it just gets boring. It's like the monotony of life in the rat race. With this, I get to go somewhere new every other day or week or whatever the situation may be. I'm not just stuck in one place for an extended period of time. But it all boils down to my end goal and how I can use this to get me to where I want to be. My goal right now is to make as much money as I can, to buy as many properties as I can, and to pay those properties off as fast as possible. So with this job, I'll be stacking my coins. I'll be able to pay down my loans faster for my mortgages, and I'll be able to acquire more property faster. With this extra income, I'll look better in the eyes of the bank because banks love people who make more money. So with this job and my other sources of income, I will look better when it's time for me to apply for traditional mortgages. So think about what your goal is and see how you can get there even faster. You may have to put in a couple hours for a couple years just to accelerate the process to become successful, but it's something you gotta do. So I'm using this to help accelerate my path so I can become financially free that much faster. But as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up so YouTube shares this video with more people. I will be going over the process of how to become an armed guard or an unarmed guard in the state of Georgia in the future videos, so stay tuned for that. I'm out. Peace.